With the onset of COVID-19, all of MindLeap's 6 countries were affected. Our programs shut down in Kenya, Uganda, and Rwanda, Guinea, Mauritania, and also with our newest program in North Macedonia and the Balkans. 603 children that we normally sponsor in formal education were all of a sudden out of school. The other 1,000 plus youth that we serve not in school but in an out-of-school setting were not able to come to our safe spaces and access these dance classes anymore. COVID-19 was deeply concerning to the 105 staff members that are spread out across the countries, as well as our students and our youth. And these youth are living in refugee camps, they're on the streets. In some cases, they're in regular homes, but in really vulnerable situations. What we decided to do was find a way to deliver content on low bandwidth options. Smartphones, most of our youth already had them. If not, we found a way to get them and get them delivered to these youth. And on that smartphone was essentially the content for the MindLeap's Virtual Academy.
MindLeap's Virtual Academy is a learning platform that brings together MindLeap's trainers and educators and students, and they learn skills which range from business entrepreneurship, communications, project management and budgeting, child development and inclusion.
Hi, I did a little bit of research about the actual meaning of the competitive rivalry and I'm going to read that.
Communicate with and glitches its customers.
Bonsoir à tous. Je vais présenter ici Chat Development.
By the end of 2020, the materials will have been used in English, French, Kinyarwanda, Swahili, and Arabic. One of the really powerful things about the MindLeap's Virtual Academy is how we track these youth, even though they're not actually physically sitting in a classroom. So on the quantitative side, we look at students' attendance, their assignment submission, and what we call active engagement. If a student isn't really actively participating, that now triggers a system where we go to find out what's wrong with the child. Do we need to activate additional support levels? The goal of the MindLeap's Virtual Academy is really twofold. First and foremost, it's to increase the chances that these youth can have a bright future. Coming from the environments where they come from, that they'll have the formal education, but they're really still going to need a competitive edge to try to form a job or find their own way to earn an income. Secondly, we needed a way to keep our connection with these youth, to make sure that they would not relapse during such a difficult period of time, when we know that the strength of MindLeaps is those family bonds.
Not only to create the structure for these kids to continue learning and keep their momentum, but also building their hope to keep strengthening their resilience regardless of the COVID-19.
We will always have our hallmark dance program, which is the innovation that MindLeap's brings to the international development field. But there's a huge component that we can add on to our students and our trainers' lives by equipping them with these other skills that sustains them outside of the dance studio as well.